Sunscreen is important. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Unfortunately, there is bad sunscreen out there in the world. It exists. And it could be bad, so to speak, for a number of reasons. It's greasy, it burns your eyes, maybe it won't blend, or it gives a white cast. None of these things make you want to wear sunscreen, right? Here's the thing, it's really important. Like really important. So let's start by looking at what makes a bad sunscreen, because sometimes people just think this is normal and they have to suffer with something that's really uncomfortable. That's not good. First bad sunscreen is the one that is super thick. This kind is so uncomfortable that you know it's on your body the whole time. It might protect you from the sun, but it's not practical. Have you ever tried one like that? Comment below. Now, bad sunscreen's also both greasy and feels like there's sand bits in it, or the kind that balls up as soon as you put it over top of your face. But I think truly the one that is worst of all is the one that isn't actually sunscreen, but you're using it and you think you're using sunscreen. These are actually moisturizers marketed to show off the fact that they have SPF inside, but they aren't sunscreen. And you can think of it like this: if you were to have a big tub of moisturizer and then you put a tiny little bit of sunscreen inside, you wouldn't be able to call it a sunscreen because it's a moisturizer with sunscreen in it. Now, I have tried and used a lot of SPFs and sunscreens from all over the world. Not all of them are pictured in this video, but I'll say there is one last type that is bad. Now, the funny thing here is this is actually really good sunscreen in that it's comfortable, it's easy to wear, and it doesn't break you out, but it is so expensive that you think twice about applying it, which goes against the whole thing of we need to wear sunscreen in order to protect our skin. Good sunscreen, well, we're going to talk about it, but I'll tell you right now, it doesn't foster a barrier to entry with cost. And it's also comfortable and easy to wear. I'll tell you more after this ad. Very fittingly, today's video is sponsored by Benet Under. This is a brand with a vast array of UPF clothing and accessories, footwear, unique pieces to keep you protected from the sun. Think high-end athleisure wear that's got the sun protection factor built in with cool features like hidden pockets or bra cups that are built in, but done so elegantly. There's no overlooked details with these pieces, and their sun protection ranges from casual all the way to advanced, like this hat. This is going to protect your face from the sun, of course, but it can become advanced if you add this magnetic attachment. The actual style and fit of Benet Under products are beautiful. They are so pretty. They'll have athletic jackets in different fabrics for different hobbies and occasions. Some of them have features that will really keep almost every inch of you protected from the sun, while others are more casual and relaxed. Now, when you wear these pieces, you're able to stay outside for longer without getting agitated by the sun's rays on your skin. And I think that this is very clear with Benet Under's products. They're really aiming to make these fashionable pieces that are beautiful and also help you to extend your time outdoors enjoying nature. This brand has touched on a very elegant approach to athleisure wear that I don't often see in North America. I really like how they're not so form-fitted with multiple features for comfort and skin protection. I highly recommend checking out Benet Under's website and looking through the different things that they have. So many of their products are innovative and very cool. I have a discount code for my audience today to get 15% off the whole website. But if you are shopping and you find 3 items minimum or more than 3, you can get 20% off your whole order. Definitely check it out. Now we know what a bad sunscreen looks like and feels like. But there are sunscreens that are actually fine and you just need to troubleshoot them. They're not actually bad. So let's talk troubleshooting breakouts. I think it's common. Sunscreen and acne can be associated with one another, but I've done a lot to figure this out, and I've gone through all of the complexities, so I'm going to make it simple. Sunscreen doesn't have to cause a breakout. This can be mitigated by doing something simple as including a proper cleanser in your routine. This isn't a Clearasil ad. This is the most affordable, highest concentration of salicylic acid that I could find at the drugstore, which makes it an excellent and accessible cleanser to use when you're using sunscreen, so long as you do an oil cleanse first. You see, with sunscreen, it's formulated to really stick on because it's meant to protect, not to nourish, but to quite literally defend your skin against the sun's rays. So if you don't use something like an oil cleanser to break it down, it usually stays on your skin, not just one day, but even for days. And that's despite the fact that you cleansed your skin after wearing it, with a gel cleanser, let's say. So before you go and get a new sunscreen, make sure that you have your cleansing routine on lock, because it might actually be a good SPF product. You just need to enhance your cleansing. What I do realize now is that an expensive sunscreen doesn't necessarily mean it's good. The $10 one, like this, performs so much better than the $50 one. And this one has a higher sun protection factor, plus you see it's invisible. With that said, have you ever tried a bad sunscreen? Please do disclose it in the comments below. Let me know what one it was. If you enjoy SPF content, I hope to make more, so give this video a thumbs up. I have my favorite sunscreens listed in the description below with links to shop. Click my channel to watch more and make sure you're subscribed. Happy viewing!